Hello everybody and welcome to another CYBEX live session here right out of our beautiful looking showroom in Bayreuth itself, where our headquarters is based. My name is Marvin Becker and I'm really happy that we have a short little session today with you guys on the other side about our wonderful Anoris T eye size, as you can see it over here. Why do we want to have another session about the Anoris? There are so many reasons to it. First of all, and this I appreciate the most, we got a lot of messages towards your side, so the guys who are going to use this wonderful product, regarding the Anoris T, what's going on, what is this airbag for, how does it work, how can I sit or position my baby or my child in there. So that's the reason why we said, okay, it seems like there's a huge interest towards this beautiful product and safe product over here, so let's have another live session with you guys. Therefore, we are on Instagram. Please write your questions into the chat. We will have some people on the back end which are going to provide at least most of the questions. Bring it towards me so that we can answer them. Yeah? Today, most likely, it's really important for me that you get to know this product. Not any specific detail on it. If you want to see any specific, please raise your question, but I would like that you are comfortable of how to use this product and why is it in place. Because we in CYBEX are so proud. From a technical point of view into this industry, it's outstanding. We have found a solution to put an airbag inside of our car seat, which makes it so safe. And as you might have recognized, or you can see it through the commercials that we have towards the website, we have been awarded by ADAC with 1.5. That's outstanding. And just check on the details when it comes to safety in case of a frontal crash or lateral crash. We achieved results that haven't been in place in this industry before. So here it is. Let's talk a little bit about it. And again, send us a like, put some questions into the chat. I'm more than happy to answer it. This is our wonderful Anoris T eye size. As mentioned, you see it from top all the way going down. This is what you get when it comes out of the box. As beautiful as it is always attached to the base and you can still recline it, which we are going to see also in a second. But most likely parents are asking me, okay, what is this impact shield for? How does my child sit in there? Is it really comfortable? Let me share some insights. We are selling impact shields since quite a while, with our Palace series since the early beginning of CYBEX. So we are aware of how people like it, what maybe are the concerns, and how can we tackle it. From my point of view, I have 2 kids at home, and now we are still using the Anoris T for my daughter, which is 4 years of age. And we are really happy with that situation. But I can feel your concerns. I have been in stores quite often. Most likely, that's a scenario where the little ones are not used to be. There are some store staffs looking at you. Everybody is expecting, okay, let's put the little one in there and see how comfortable it is. That's a scenario they don't know. Everybody's watching them, wanting to see a reaction. So they might feel a little bit uncomfortable. But throughout the days of usage, you will recognize, and I hear that from all of my friends or whomever I have sold it through, the little ones actually climb into the car, they make themselves comfortable, they grab the whole impact shield, they put it in front of themselves, and it only needs mommy and daddy, or maybe an older sibling, to buckle them up. And then you're ready to go. So there you can see actually they feel comfortable. So what we most likely recommend is sit them in, take a journey. And I don't mean the grocery store next to your house. No, visit the grandparents, have a longer trip so that they get used to have this wonderful impact shield in front of themselves. And know what happened? So my older son now was before that the guy looking towards her, and he felt comfortable because he was forward faced. My daughter was in a rear facing, which is an absolutely safe car seat, and we still love it. That's the reason why we have it in portfolio. But also me as a parent, I rotated it forward facing because of one reason. My daughter, rear faced, was watching her brother. Why is he able to look forward? I also want to have it. So she felt uncomfortable being rearward faced and started screaming, pushing everything away, tried to unbuckle herself. So we put her into the Anoris. Now she feels comfortable. She looks in the same direction. She can see mom and dad steering around, playing on the radio. So that's most likely what they want to see as well. And now it's a different scenario because now the older one, my son, is watching her and is jealous because she does have her own impact shield. She's playing on it. She's sometimes having some toys on it to use it more or less like a table. So there you can see it's just a matter of use it. Be confident. Use this wonderful product as an impact shield is so safe towards it. I already see we have the first question. Guys, thank you very much for that. Keep the chat room busy, so put as many questions in there as you can. Is it as safe as rear-facing Sirona set? That's a pretty good question. Let me shortly hand this over, and we receive it quite often. So why do we have everything in place? We have a rear-facing, like you mentioned, thank you for that question, the Sirona set or set 2 or even the T-line nowadays. And now we come across with a forward-faced. When it comes to safety level, they both share the same. For us, it was important to have a forward-faced car seat, which is minimum as safe as a rear-facing car seat. We have both options, so we don't want to push you in any directions. We as a brand in place since 2007 only can tell you what are the normal ways for parents to go, what are the struggles, what do they need. So we get a lot of feedback from your side. And we have heard quite often that a lot of people use rear-facing car seats not as long as they could. So a rear-facing car seat goes up to the age of 4, rear-facing. Use it that way because the car seat, Sirona set for example, as you mentioned in the chat, is meant to be in a rear-facing position. But a lot of people rotated way too early into the forward mode because maybe there is a sibling or they feel motion sick. So many reasons that we have received via feedback from you guys. So that's the reason why we brought out, after a long journey, it took us more than 8 years to bring this technology alive, the Anoris, which goes forward-faced. But you don't lose any safety. Let me explain you why on the fact that we have an impact shield. For example, if you are forward-faced and you have this beautiful impact shield in front of you, most likely when you have an accident, you will move forward. So with an impact shield, we can allow a certain movement. What is the critical part during an accident? It's always the head and neck area. So if you stay completely buckled up in position and only your head is moving forward, the neck stretches and it could well be that maybe more injuries are happening. But with an impact shield, like this one over here, they have the possibility to roll over. So that means the force, which is normally distributed only to one place, which is the head and neck area, is now distributed to a larger surface. So that means the child can roll over. There's not only force going towards the neck, it's extended on a larger surface, so it's distributed sometimes to nowhere, so that makes it so safe. On top of that, for an impact shield, it's also really important to slow down this movement. So in best case, we have an impact shield with this little rollover, but we slow it down. And this is where actually the airbag system, which is inside of the impact shield, comes in place. So that means maybe if I just keep on talking, we can see a little bit of the animation. I hope that's somehow visible through the camera. So there you can see actually what's happening. During an accident, we inflate the airbag system and then the child is moving forward. So that means before the child is even transported forward because of the accident, the airbag will be in place and the little ones will just go, I always compare it to a pillow, into that little pillow airbag. And therefore we will slow down the movement. So exactly all the criteria that we need to have to make it as safe as possible are combined with having an impact shield and our new system, which is the airbag system inside. I can already see we have another question. I love it. That's exactly what we are searching for. Guys, ask your questions. That's the best we could have right now for this live call. Does the airbag not constrict the child breathing and comfort? Absolutely fair question. Let me answer it. So sometimes we like to say it's a customized airbag. Yeah, that feels a little bit weird because how could we know which size your child has? But this airbag actually does have some holes inside. So don't compare it to the airbag that we know from car seat manufacturers or for car manufacturers. This airbag has to tackle completely different forces. Yeah, what they consider as 70 kilogram adult being moving forward. There's a huge distance between the steering wheel and the driver itself. So therefore it's a completely different setup. This airbag inside does have, as mentioned, those holes. So that's why I like to link it to a pillow. Okay. That means whenever the airbag inflates, it will somehow be customized around the body of the child. So there will no problems, pressure points or anything what you might be concerned about towards your child. It is pretty much customized, I would say. And also this gives us the opportunity, whenever the little ones go into the airbag itself, some air will slowly deflate. So there's nothing strong against them. Maybe to tackle it, if somebody in that live session has been involved, hopefully not, into an accident where the airbag was exploding. Actually, they use hot gas in cars and then real explosions. So most likely if somebody comes out of such an accident, they might have a broken nose, they might have some burning marks. We have a completely different system. Yeah? What we have is cold gas, more or less, to inflate the airbag. And this is really, for me, really important that you understand. We inflate the airbag, pillow more or less, yeah, so with a little hose inside, which kind of customized or goes around the body, each and every size of the child. And then whenever they hit the airbag, the air will slowly deflate. So they will go into something, let's say, comfy is the wrong word for an accident, but you know what I mean, right? So that makes it so safe for the children to have such a technology in front of them. I know all the concerns because that's something new, completely outstanding. But be as proud as we are. I forwarded it to each and every of my friends. I know many stores, they are going to sell it. What they receive as a feedback after the parents used it for quite a while is so positive. Yeah. Most likely this is a system we don't know because we have never had something in front of us when we were children. But technology is evolving each and every day. So therefore, this is not just out of the blue. This idea of having an impact shield with an integrated airbag is in our mind since the early beginning. CYBEX always wanted to have an airbag solution inside of our car seats. So the Anoris T project is in place since 8 years. We were trying to get literally each and every part of this so goodly done that it is as safe as we are right now. And to get the trust, there you see it. We have the ADAC rating. We have achieved a 1.5. Look at the details for crash tests, for whatever it is. We have achieved results which never have been in place before. So that makes us so proud to show this. And most likely we wanted to have this call, to have this interaction with you, to get your concerns, to answer them hopefully. So I hope the first 2 questions we got answers. Leave us a like, send us another message just to recognize that we tackled those questions. But also, as I mentioned, we want to make you feel comfortable with this kind of car seat. Why have we brought it up? As I mentioned, most likely rear-facing car seats are not used for the age they should have been used, so up to 4 years, or at least those 105 centimeter. So with the Anoris, you can go forward. And why have you people asked for, or why are you rotating rear-facing car seats forward? Because most of the times we hear it's the space. The little ones are touching with the legs quite early, the backrest of the bench in car. The little ones are getting motion sick. Also the interaction, we all know we should not interact with the little ones while driving, okay? But we are also parents. But having a mirror, looking into a mirror, checking on the child is sometimes quite difficult. Also with shaking in car, maybe it tips towards the side, maybe the little ones are able to touch it and you don't really recognize them. So that's also what we hear, motion sick, touching the backrest way too early, and the interaction. And here, it is quite easy. You only look into your mirror and you see the little ones. You do a little sneak peek behind, you see what's going on. So the interaction, that is the reason why we brought up this product. And we wanted to make it as safe as possible as we have over here. We have another question. I really love that. Thank you, Noah. Why does it only open to one side? Let me show you why this question was raised. Perfect question. So, whenever you want to buckle up your children, you open it on one side. So right now I'm in front of the product. So on the left side, there is the buckling system, and then you can easily open it. Why is that the reason? The reason is the airbag inside needs to have a trigger whenever it needs to inflate or not. So that's why we have here the strong connections to go into the system to make the impact shield understand, do we need an airbag or not? So therefore we need one connection towards our technology inside of the Anoris T itself. If you might struggle, because it depends where you have installed it. So the most safest position in a car is actually behind the passenger. Yeah, so not behind the driver, behind the passenger on the right hand side. So therefore sometimes people ask, okay, then I put it into the middle seating unit. I cannot really reach it. We thought about even this detail. Come a little bit closer. You see that little loop? So now I stand here next to the car, I open the door, the little ones are sitting in, I just grab this little loop and I bring the impact shield over. And now there is another technology which is completely new. As soon as I buckle this one up, take a look down here on the loading leg. Let me buckle it up. There we go. As soon as I buckle it up, the indicator itself on the base, as you can see, from green to red, means now the child is not unbuckled. As soon as I click it in, it's buckled up. That's also really new. And why is that important? We want to make it as easy as possible for the parents. It could well be there are some traffic sounds. Maybe the little ones have a busy day. They start screaming, uncomfortable, So a lot of noise is going on. And you just might think you recognized via your touch and feel, hey, we are buckled up. Nobody shows you if the child is already buckled up or not. We do. As soon as you click it in, you only have to sneak peek shortly onto the loading leg, and it gives you an idea if everything is installed. We still have a red for the loading leg in the ISOFIX connection, as we are not right now in a car with a bench. So just to show you, as soon as the loading leg reaches the floor, we get also a green signal directly via our screen over here. Same for ISOFIX, and you get a battery status. Absolutely new. And this buckling system makes it also outstanding for me. You will recognize with a short peek, sneak peek onto the loading leg if your child is actually protected or not. Absolutely new. The next thing is, how should I place my child in there? So how close should the impact shield be towards the body of my child? There is a little saying, what we normally use for impact shields. You place your little one, and then maximum of one hand should fit in between the impact shield and the body of the child. That would be the perfect arrangement for the impact shield. If you need to bring it closer or you want to make it wider, you have the straps here. You just pull on them to bring it closer, or you press both buttons and then you extend the length so that you can give the growing child a little bit more space. I would say, depending on the child and total of the usage of this product, you might adjust it 3 to 4 times in total. Also be aware during winter time, it's the same with harness system. Don't put too much cloth onto the body of the child. Yeah, that will always somehow affect every safety tool during an accident, but that's the same for harness system, for everything in car. We normally should use as less cloth as possible. Okay, what else did I wanted to show you? First of all, again, if you have any questions, I see the next one's appearing. That's awesome, guys. Thank you for that. Make yourself comfortable with that product. Trust us. We have sold impact shields since quite a while. So I'm talking about this wonderful part over here. We are selling those via our Pala series. And whenever we brought them also to ADAC, or ADAC was actually buying them out of the retail stores, and they have done their testing, we went out as a test winner in those categories. So that shows how safe such an impact shield is. And don't be concerned. The little ones don't know what's coming next. Also, after the infant car seat, only, let's say, 7-8 years ago, it was normal to put them more or less in a forward-faced position. How should they know? Now everybody is used to rear-facing position, which is good, absolutely fine, safe car seat. We have it in portfolio for those who know that they are going to use it for at least 4 years, or let's say 3.5 years in a rear-faced position. Yeah, but with knowing what the impact shields are and how people love it actually when they're going to use it, that's the best location also for our wonderful airbag system, which is inside of the Anoris T. I'm just grabbed another question. To Serena, are the videos saved? Yes. So the videos, I think, or assume you are asking for videos about the Anoris, are saved on our website itself. So you can also watch and review them there. Okay, so you just go on CYBEX-online.com, and there you will also find CYBEX Live, for example, and there we have uploaded all the different videos. We have already spoken about each and every feature in one session for the Anoris T. So if you want to double check them, please feel free. They are all uploaded. Also, this video will be saved on our website and as well Instagram, if I'm not mistaken. So they will be always in place. So if you want to share it with friends or family, we are always there for you. Okay, the impact shield shortly again. Inside, we have this rounded shape as well for the legs. Yeah, so we give a lot space for the little ones sitting in there. So most likely, as said, we have the concerns, the little ones doesn't feel comfortable in there. Trust me, use it. As you are already in the call and you are still with us, shows me that you have some kind of interest towards the product. That's already the first check mark, definitely. So you feel like, okay, that seems to be safe, that is new, that is innovative. We have also the results from ADAC and Stiftung Warentest. So I kind of like this product, give me some more information. That's already, as mentioned, a check mark. Now, get yourself one. Try it out. Drive around with the little ones. You will recognize after a short time, a really short time, the little ones feel so comfortable in there. Actually, it gives a little bit more freedom. Why am I saying this? You are not attaching them towards the back. As we have still that hand in between the child and the impact shield, they have also the ability to move forward or backwards. So how often did it happen that maybe the harness system is attached, that the harness system is completely fixed and attached, but the little ones want to sneak outside or want to see something, want to grab something, or we are now in summertime still, it is so hot that they are sweating. We know this, we are driving around, but our harness system actually moves forward and backward, obviously, okay? But they can't. They are always attached towards the back. They will sweat, nothing can happen, nothing that you could take care of. With an impact shield, actually, they can go a little bit forward if they want to, they can go backwards. So it gives a little bit more freedom always towards their upper body to move around. And as said, even if the little ones are falling asleep and they place their head over here, you don't need to be concerned. We have tested literally everything. There were so many things on our plate, we wanted to make sure that everything is covered. So even if there is a head falling asleep, the child is just resting on this sweet little impact shield over here, and you could have an accident during that time, the head, or it will not affect negatively the injuries or everything what's happening towards the children. So therefore it is even more comfy. Yeah? Just imagine yourself sitting in a normal chair on front of your desk. Maybe the weekend was a little bit busy and you're tired, so you will never like to fall asleep like this. You're always searching for something in that position. And they are getting busy during the days. Why are you driving? Maybe because you want to go to the playground. You want to visit some friends. So these are busy days. They will fall asleep. So therefore, don't need to be concerned. And also, as we have an impact shield, we can allow a certain recline. Yeah, so we can go in total in 3 different positions to make it even more comfortable to the little ones so that the head could tip backwards. Okay? As we are now here up on the headrest, what I really would love to share is how long you can use it. Because we in CYBEX know that as long as you can a certain restraining system inside of the car, so I'm meaning impact shield, rear faced with a 5-point harness, whatever it is, it is even safer for the children. You have just to imagine, or I always like to compare it, just take me, I'm 36 years of age. If I would now hit against the wall with only 20-25 kilometers per hour, ouch, I will definitely feel it. Just step a little bit towards the back and think about a child of the age of 3, 2, 4 years. They don't have the muscle structure, the body structure, the whole spine development, everything about the human body. So therefore, we really have to take care of this as well and make sure that they are as long as possible in each and every restraining system. So with the Anoris, we are not stopping at 4 years of age or 100 centimeter. You can use it up to 115 centimeter of length of the children. That means approximately a child in the age of 6. That gives us 2 more years using such a safety article as we have over here with the beautiful Anoris T. I see another question appearing. That's awesome, guys. Can you share information on the side protection? For sure we can. Thanks for the question. So it seems like literally you don't want to forget anything, so we have to go through all the different details. So the side protection for us is always important. You will find it in all of our products. Why? The second most happening accident worldwide is a lateral crash, so a side crash. So we in our world here in CYBEX, we call this beauties over here LSP. That means a linear side protection. Yeah? As soon as you unbox our wonderful Anoris, we will give you a little advise that this is here. So it plops up automatically. As soon as you bring it out of the box, these ones opening on both sides so that you have a little reminder, yeah, honey, true. We have to activate them because second most happening accident is a lateral crash. That gives us the opportunity or adds a little bit more safety towards the product. If you want to close them, and please, you can always close them. We made it, I would say, a little bit more difficult because of why? We would love to have them open. In case you're giving this one away towards your parents, so the grandparents of the child, because they want to drive around on the weekend, but they install it on a different position. Don't forget to open them, right? So we would like to have the scenario that they open automatically on both sides, that they are always activated. I know if you have a child in that age and maybe a sibling to it, there are friends who also want to sit in the car with a car seat. On that purpose, you can close it. I hope you can see it through the camera. Behind the fabrics itself, there is a sticker appearing. Above that sticker is a button. So as soon as I press this button, I can close the LSP. But to open it, it needs to be fast and easy again for you parents. So you just press the button or the LSP itself and you can easily open it. Yeah. That is our so-called LSP, linear side protection, that we also added on. So you could pretty much say that's a 360-degree safety article, in my opinion. Yeah. And again, really important. We don't say that is the state of the art, forget about everything. No, we still have our rear-facing car seats in portfolio. And we love them, and we know that they are safe. But we are learning from you guys. We see you using products. We gain your feedback, and we try to see, okay, what can we bring towards you guys as you ask for this, 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 and this. So we have our rear-facing, our Sironas out there, and just to mention shortly, Sirona rear-facing, just turn the name 180 degrees and you get Anoris. Rear, forward. Beautiful. And therefore, we have then the Anoris to say, okay, for those parents who are aware that they might not want to use a rear-facing car seat, as the little ones are already getting motion sick, maybe inside of their infant car seat, or anything else what I've just mentioned, here's the perfect product. And in case of safety, don't be concerned. We have a check mark there, integrated airbag system, the wonderful impact shield, and tested by ADAC and shift environment test already. That's perfect. Okay. I think we are closely coming to an end. Ask your questions, please. We will still be online a couple more minutes, so I will just extend a little bit what I want to say about the Anoris. But if you have any questions or you want to see something again, please put it into the chat and I will directly answer it. As mentioned, and also due to the fact that we received the question, all the videos that we have done about Anoris and the one which we are having right now will be uploaded on our website. And a little side note, on the website you can see all the beautiful colors available for Anoris as well. So you have to check the website. Why is this here? Because it's safe. It's comfortable. They will definitely love it. As mentioned, I have so many friends who do have 2 children who shared pretty much the same experience as I did. Now the older one is jealous because the younger one does have their own table to play around. It's comfortable. They will definitely love it. And we added the safety, the new technology of an airbag, which is also mentioned in a nice way on the impact shield itself, that there is actually an airbag inside. We like to say a full body airbag. You have seen it in the video shortly. So we are protecting from the lower body part, so from the legs onwards, like a C shape. Let's bring it here. So we start inflating the airbag from the leg position all the way towards the head area. So this is a full-sized body airbag, I would say. Yeah? And I would assume you never go to a car dealer asking for a car without an airbag. That's normal for you. That's safety. That's something you definitely want to have. Let's bring us to the next step for car seats. We have improved the system. That is not the same system as we used to have in cars. That is a completely new kind of airbag solution to the kids, which is inflating, not using hot gas as we know from the car manufacturers, as they have different weights, different spaces in between the steering wheel and the driver itself. So that makes or gives us the opportunity to work around a little bit. Yeah. And keep in mind, we have the loading leg down here, which shows us again only by pressing a button is everything installed correctly. So far for me, only the impact shield is correctly installed. The ISOFIX, due to the fact that I don't have a car bench over here, is not installed. For the leg rest, I will just shortly show you. Let's turn it off. And as soon as I install the loading leg correctly, you will see also a green light appearing. And we actually will have also a sound. Yeah? So for the loading leg, whenever it is not installed correctly, you will see a red light and you will hear a beeping sound. So that makes you understandable, oh, it seems like the loading leg is not touching the floor. Okay? If you want to double check, you can always press the button here, which obviously shows press. As soon as I click in, I can double check again if everything is installed in a correct way. So, a lot said. Let me summarize it. It's, in my opinion, the easiest, safest, nicest product that we have in portfolio. And we have so many easy, nice, safe products, but this is completely outstanding as you adjust it once towards the height and pretty much the size of your child. As soon as you stop your journey, you just unbuckle them. If you want to continue driving, you don't need to tighten anything up. You don't need to do anything. You only buckle it up as you normally do with your harness system inside of the car. So it couldn't be easier than that. As they are growing, you can easily adjust it. You know that the impact shield is safe because we need a certain movement during the accident, and we added on the airbag to slow down that movement to make it even safer. In case of comfort, guys, we have 3 recline position, even as it is a forward faced. We still have the LSP, and we can grow up to 115 centimeters. So that allows us longer usage inside of this product compared to our rear facing car seats that we also have in portfolio. I hope you liked the show. I'm waiting patiently if we have received another question. If not, I would like to say thank you. I hope we have tackled some of the topics you are interested in. If not, just write us some messages, put it into the chat box shortly, and we will review them for sure. Other than that, stay tuned. We will have more of those sessions to have this nice interaction with you guys. Thank you very much. My name is Marvin Becker. See you soon. Bye, guys.